Welcome
to the fan. I'm Mackenzie Roberson.
And I'm Anna McDonald.
Dun 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 dun.
You've all probably smelled that terrible fish smell in the hallway.
That was the 8th grade shark they dissected.
Here's Miss Menano and Mrs. Liederbach with more about it.
My name is Mrs. Liederbach. I teach 8th grade science mostly and some fun electives.
8th grade is currently studying the oceans, and the sharks obviously will live in the ocean along with some other creatures, and so our goal is just to allow our students to be able to see the sharks, touch the sharks, kind of get an up close and personal view.
I'd say the purpose is so that they can see an up close shark. How many times do you get to touch a shark or put your hand in a shark's mouth and come out with all your fingers still attached? So they can see what a shark is like, how it's put together, and why it has some things that that's useful for it. It's called a spiny dogfish shark. It's one of the most prevalent sharks, or the most common sharks in the world. It actually has a poisonous spine on its dorsal fin to help in its defenses. As always, I hope they will really enjoy learning, love the process, and love this great, wonderful world that we live in. Get a little bit more knowledge about it and want to learn more about it.
In Miss Taylor's 6th grade math class, they do many fun activities like mental math, and here's short previews of how they do it.
Find the square root of 3 dozen. Excuse me. Times 5. Divided by 3.
Mental math is in Miss Taylor's class, and you do fun activities where you learn about math, and it's really fun. You don't learn stuff, but you get to practice the material that you're learning in math.
On the last news show, you heard about the Holocaust Museum, and here's what the 7th graders thought of the field trip.
Okay, what I liked about the field trip is going to the potato hole, got to crawl through and see how they lived underground for 6 months. Okay, what I learned on this trip was that there's a lot of people killed, like millions of people, and that Nazis were bad.
I am Dawson Harvey, and what I liked about the Holocaust field trip was also the potato hole, because it was interactive and you got to see what they did. I learned that one of their ways of torture was that when they would get a bug bite, they'd clump them all together in like beds, and whenever one of them got a bug bite, they would scratch it until it bled, and then it would just pass diseases throughout all of them.
What I liked about the Holocaust field trip was also the potato hole, how they lived under there for 6 months. And what I learned was 1.5 million people died.
Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and it's a lot more than just a week off from school. Here's a quick skit about the true meaning of Thanksgiving.
Let's live on it! Are those people? Let's go introduce ourselves! It's a pretty harsh winter right now. Yeah, I'm almost dying of starvation. I'm gonna go ask those people for their help. They're doing fine. To have this great meal with friends. She's alive!
You've all probably heard of the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus that recently came out. Here's Mark Davis interviewing Miss Martin about her iPhone 6 Plus.
Okay, so I'm Mrs. Martin, and I work in the office at FA3. So it's kind of fun. However, I don't really know if it works very well yet. But the pictures look great. It's okay. I don't mind the size because I really need it for the pictures.
Okay. While the 7th grade went to a field trip to the Holocaust Museum, 8th grade had an honor of having a visitor, Dr. Landsberger, talk about his experiences in the Kindertransport during the Holocaust time period.
Alex from Target, an internet-famous kid whose rise to fame was through his part-time job working at Target. His boyish good looks lured a customer to snap a picture of him. Later on, that picture went viral, with comments about his looks getting crazier and crazier. Because of this sudden fame, Alex found himself invited to an Ellen performance. Just remember, this can happen to anyone, so watch it.